Hello and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into an important topic that affects not just Europe, but the global financial system: anti-money laundering, AML laws. Specifically, we'll be taking a closer look at the European Union's Anti-Money Laundering Directive 3, also known as AMLD 3. Whether you're in finance, compliance, or just a curious viewer, stick with us as we break down this crucial piece of legislation. So, let's start at the very beginning. What is the EU Anti-Money Laundering Directive 3? To put it simply, it's the third major revision of the EU's legal framework aimed at preventing money laundering and the financing of terrorism within the Union. It builds upon previous versions, addressing gaps and improving regulations to better protect the financial system. The European Union has always been committed to ensuring its financial markets remain secure and trustworthy. By tackling money laundering, they aim to stop criminals from using the system to hide illegal funds or finance terrorism. Directive 3 was introduced to strengthen and harmonize AML laws across EU member states, making it more difficult for bad actors to exploit weaknesses in the system. Now, let's break down some of the key features of AMLD 3. The directive aims to improve transparency, enforce stricter compliance measures, and ensure member states cooperate more effectively. Here are the main aspects you should know. AMLD 3 places a strong emphasis on customer due diligence. Financial institutions must collect more detailed information about their clients to identify and verify their identity before conducting any transactions. This is especially important for high-risk customers. One of the standout features of AMLD 3 is the requirement for companies to disclose their beneficial owners, the individuals who ultimately control or benefit from a company. This helps to identify and prevent the use of shell companies to conceal illicit activities. Financial institutions are required to have robust internal controls to monitor transactions, detect suspicious activity, and report it to the relevant authorities. This includes the implementation of risk-based approaches to keep track of higher-risk transactions. AMLD 3 encourages greater cooperation between EU member states' financial intelligence units. This makes it easier to track and combat money laundering activities that span across borders. While AMLD 3 is a significant improvement, it's not without its challenges. For instance, one key issue has been the inconsistent application of these rules across the EU. Some member states have faced criticism for not fully implementing the regulations, which can undermine the overall effectiveness of the directive. Additionally, financial institutions may find it burdensome to keep up with the continuously evolving regulatory landscape. That's why many organizations are investing heavily in technology to help them comply with AMLD 3 requirements, including artificial intelligence and machine learning to spot suspicious transactions faster. Now, why is AMLD 3 so important in today's world? Well, we live in an era where global financial transactions happen in the blink of an eye. Criminals are becoming increasingly sophisticated, and so must our systems to fight back. The EU has recognized this, which is why AMLD 3 is part of a larger effort to make financial systems more transparent and secure. Money laundering is often a covert activity. It involves taking dirty money, usually from criminal activities, and making it appear clean by moving it through legitimate channels. This could involve anything from overinflating invoices to investing in high-end real estate or art. AMLD 3 makes it harder for these illegal activities to go undetected. But the fight against money laundering doesn't stop with AMLD 3. In fact, it's just one part of a broader strategy. The European Commission continues to refine and strengthen its regulatory framework to tackle emerging threats, like virtual currencies and new financial technologies, which can be exploited for laundering purposes. With the rise of digital currencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, new challenges have emerged in combating money laundering. AMLD 3 addresses some of these issues, especially by focusing on virtual asset service providers, companies that deal with cryptocurrency exchanges or wallets. these providers must now adhere to the same rigorous anti-money laundering standards as traditional financial institutions. It's clear that AMLD3 represents a major step forward in the fight against financial crime in Europe. It brings greater accountability and transparency to the financial industry, reduces the chances for criminal activities to slip through the cracks, and strengthens cross-border cooperation. And as we continue to navigate an increasingly digital world, AMLD3 will evolve to keep pace with emerging risks. So that's a wrap on our deep dive into the EU Anti-Money Laundering Directive 3. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on financial regulations and compliance. And if you have any questions or thoughts about AMLD3, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.